Hi there, students. A ruckus. Ruckus. A ruckus is a noisy commotion, a disturbance, uproar, a heated argument with shouting. So there was a ruckus outside the pub last night, and people were shouting at each other. I think a ruckus maybe involves pushing and shoving and shouting, and maybe a little bit of minor violence. But I think normally a ruckus is not very violent, or it's not violent. Most normally it's shouting, lots of noise. So there was a ruckus in the middle of the night. It woke me up. I think a couple were arguing and they were shouting at each other. Okay, so ruckus has the idea of a noisy argument, a noisy disturbance, some sort of verbal fight or disagreement, but it's not a straight punch-up. Yeah? Whenever there's a ruckus in the henhouse, it probably means that one of the chickens has laid an egg. There's been nothing but a ruckus about Brexit in the British Parliament. They're always shouting, and there is always heated argument and heated discussion in Parliament about this matter. There was a ruckus about the bill because they had overcharged us for several items. I caused a ruckus because they had overcharged us, and then they refused to admit it. So they were shouting at me, I was shouting at them. Rah, rah. That's the idea of a ruckus. Notice, to cause a ruckus, C-A-U-S-E. To create a ruckus, to raise a ruckus, maybe to make a ruckus, never do, by the way. Okay, so a ruckus, a loud argument. So the next question, formality. I think a ruckus is probably neutral formality. It certainly sounds really good in an informal conversation. I think you could probably use it in a semi-formal setting, but I think in a very formal document, I think something like a loud disturbance, a commotion, something like that in a really formal setting. So what about the origin? Well, they say it's related to the word rumpus, but I always think of the word a ruck in rugby, where all of the players, or many of the players, are all together fighting for the ball and pushing and shoving. Well, that's clearly a ruck is some kind of ruckus. Okay, so a ruckus, a loud argument, probably neutral formality, good to use informally. You could go to semi-formally, but don't use it in a very formal situation. Okay, notice, a countable noun, and one ruckus, two ruckuses. None of this ending in I thing. Okay, so a ruckus, a commotion, an uproar, people shouting at each other, a disturbance, but noisy. So anyway, enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. A ruckus.